I've missed you guys. I'm back today and I'll be talking about the Morphe and KathleenLights palette. Congratulations, Kathleen! So this palette is sold out, but Kathleen is saying she's trying her best to have it come back for another round. So I thought I'd review it for you guys and give you my first impressions. I just got it today. So if it does come back again, you guys might find my review helpful. And you can see for yourself if you want to get it. So it came in this box that has lights on it for KathleenLights, ha 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 ha. And on the back is her picture and she has like a little letter right here. This palette came in like really securely. The box itself was wrapped in this much bubble wrap. And also the palette inside the packaging box came in this little bubble wrapped sleeve, so it was not gonna be broken. So this is what the palette looks like. It says Morphe times KathleenLights on it in red in our Morphe font. There's nothing on the back. This is a cardboard packaging, but I do prefer it over the normal Morphe packaging. Here, let me get out. Alright, yeah, this is what a normal Morphe palette looks like. It is a plastic packaging and also has like this little hinge, which I find annoying to open sometimes. As you can see, this thing is huge compared to the Morphe Lights palette. I mean, look at that. I mean, it does come with a lot more eyeshadows, but yeah, the eyeshadow sizes are the exact same. But yeah, this is just so bulky, even though there's so many more eyeshadows in there. It's just so bulky. I hardly ever reach for these because of that. So these are the shades on the inside. Kathleen did a really good job on picking these colors because I am loving them. I was really interested in this green right here. It is so beautiful. I just don't know what I would use it for. Also digging this mustard like baby puke color. I do not have a color like that. Even though I might have colors for some of these colors, I do not have a color like this. Also, this palette is only $15 and there's 15 eyeshadows in here, so it's $1 an eyeshadow, which is really, really cheap. Also, there's no smell to these eyeshadows. Like with the regular Morphe palettes, like these huge ones, there's a smell to these eyeshadows. It's like that weird, cheap, chemically smell, but this one doesn't have it, so I'm on board. So first I thought I'd do some swatches for you guys. So I'll be doing swatches. I'll be doing row by row down here. So this is the first row. They're not the creamiest eyeshadows I've ever swatched, but they're definitely pretty good. The smoothest ones were definitely the first one and the fourth one. The other shades were kind of a little bit patchy, as you can see here. This one, when I trailed off, it left a little bit right there. But they're definitely not bad. Yeah, the second row left a little bit more to be desired. As you can see, these last two colors here were not very good at swatching. They were pretty dry. The satin are definitely looking to be some of the better formulas in this palette. Alright, for the last row, this color right here was definitely by far the easiest to swatch and was the smoothest. This green is also beautiful. Oh my goodness. This black doesn't look very pigmented at all, but she did say that she wanted a black that was more buildable and sheer, so it's not supposed to be super, super pigmented. So I did use this palette on my eyes today. I did a first impressions demo and that'll be at the end of this video if you guys are interested in seeing. So now that I've used them for myself on my eyes and swatched them on my hands, overall I feel like this is an okay palette. There's a nice variety of colors in here. I like that there's a really light color and a really dark color. Also really digging this pop of green if you were feeling a little adventurous that day. What I don't like is that there's not really much transition shades. Like I really depend on like a lighter brown than this and darker than this. So it's a little hard for me to blend things out today. The mattes in here are a bit patchy, but they do translate a little better on the eyes. The satins are beautiful though. But I feel like if you really want that full metallic sheen, you're gonna need to wet your brush with some Fix Plus or use your fingers to tap it on. I feel like with a couple of these shades, you really do need to build it up a bit. The biggest gripe I have about this palette is just that it's a bit patchy for certain shades. It's a little harder to work with, but you are getting a lot of product for a $15 palette. Forgot to say, there is 22.5 grams of product in this palette, and when you compare it to something like the Urban Decay Naked palette, there's only 15.6 grams of product in here. While I do prefer the Urban Decay, this is not a bad palette for the price and product size. $15, beautiful shades, can't go wrong. Oh, one thing to point out, it doesn't have a mirror, which definitely drives down the price, thankfully. I don't usually use the mirrors in palettes anyway, so I was happy for this choice. That way you can take it traveling and it won't break as easily. And that concludes my review first impressions for this palette. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you liked it, please like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye! Alright, so I have my face all prepped and ready to go. I have foundation on, eyebrows done, all that jazz. So I'll be deciding what shades to use in my eyes. There's a lot of pretty colors in this palette. I'm like really excited about these shades right here. Ooh, and this one also has some like sparkles in it. Pretty. I really want to use this green, but not sure what I could use it for. I think I'll just go for something more safe. Maybe like a fall eye. Alright, there's no names on these, so I'm just going to start with this third shade right here. I'm going to take a soft blending brush and put that all over my eyelids. Blend that in the crease area a bit. I wish there was a lighter shade, but still darker than the second one, because that's usually what I put all over my lid. This one's just a bit too dark for me. Alright, with an eyeshadow brush, I'm going to be using this shade right here. Also, I'm holding the palette upside down, so sorry for the confusion. This would be the one all the way to the right in the first row, if you're holding it the right way. I'm just going to put this in the middle of my eyelid, going to the outer corner. Taking that blending brush we used earlier, I'm just going to blend that out a bit in the outer corners. Using a firm shader eyeshadow brush, I'm going to be taking that same shade and packing some more on. Using the same shader brush, but on the other side, I'm going to be taking this shimmery gold, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Just kind of transitioning it into the middle part. The colors I picked are kind of all just melding together. This beautiful maroon shade. And lightly putting that in the outer corner to hopefully give it some more dimension. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, with a flat smudge brush, I'm going to be taking this beautiful puke mustard and putting that in the bottom of my eyes. Alright, I'm just going to be using my fingers and taking this shade right here and packing it on the middle of my eyelid. There we go. Give it some dimension. Alright, last but not least, I'm going to be using the first shade and using that as a brow bone highlight. Yep, definitely makes for a good brow bone highlight. I feel like she included it just for that reason. Alright, so I put some mascara and lipstick on, and this is the finished look. I don't know if this is because the colors I picked were sort of similar, but I feel like everything just kind of blended together. It was a little muddy. But I mean, for $15, can't really go wrong. Sorry, someone out there something just rolled and I'm like... Doo, doo, doo.